Hey everybody, welcome back to the third episode of Monday Money Messages from the Mat. I can't believe we're already in week 3. So today I want to talk to you about warrior pose, or translated from Sanskrit, Virabhadrasana. So if you've ever taken a yoga class before, it is likely that you've stood in warrior pose, maybe without even realizing it. But it's one of the most common postures practiced in yoga classes today. Virabhadrasana literally means hero friend pose, and Virabhadra was an ancient mythological warrior who arrived to the battle scene with 2 swords in his hands stretched up overhead, ready to decapitate his enemy. So once you see it, you'll likely see where the name came from. So let's take a look. Usually this pose is started from downward facing dog. So if you're in downward facing dog, what you're going to do, if we're starting with the right side, is turn your left foot to about a 45-degree angle, and then take your right foot and step it through to your feet with your knee bent at a 90-degree angle. Then you are going to press your palms together and lift your arms up over your head, like you're holding those swords. Your torso should be straight above your pelvis, and you may actually have a little bit of a back bend with your head tilted back a bit too. And then you're just going to breathe slowly and deeply. After you've taken 5 breaths here, then you're ready to do the left side. And an easy way to switch sides is simply to straighten your right leg and turn around. And for an extra added challenge, you can keep your gaze at your fingertips while you turn. So some of the benefits of practicing warrior pose on a regular basis are building up stronger muscles in your legs, getting a good stretch through your hip flexors, opening your shoulders and your chest, and improving cardiovascular circulation. So then this begs the question, wait a minute, isn't yoga supposed to be peaceful? And the answer is yes. However, there are many references in mythological and philosophical ancient yoga texts that reference battles. And perhaps one of the most common battles in yoga that's represented is the battle with self. So in modern society, we paint this pretty picture of what a yogi ought to look like and act like. So for example, yogis should be devoid of all negative emotions and be calm and balanced, and they look like everything's going along quite perfectly. When in reality, we know that this just isn't true, because we're human beings after all, not mythological creatures. And when you think about it, when we step off our yoga mats and into the real world, all of those battles that we have to face in everyday life can be quite anxiety-provoking. I mean, there are relationship battles with our partners and business partners and health battles and financial battles, just to name a few. But what yoga can provide for us is the tool to move through these battlegrounds with a more calm and peaceful state of mind. So one of the battles that most of us are likely to face throughout our lifetime is that of financial hardship. It may be a medical emergency, you may lose your job, or you may make a big financial mistake that could lead to bills piling up and payments being past due. And this can lead to even more serious problems, such as losing your home or having to file for bankruptcy. And while it won't be possible or likely to avoid all financial hardships, there are things that we can do to be more prepared for the tough times. So today what I want to do is give you a few tips on what to do when you find yourself faced with your next financial battle. So the first thing that you can do is focus on building up your emergency savings or your rainy day fund. A good rule of thumb is to build up your savings account from anywhere from 3 months to 6 months, depending on your comfort level. Now, if you're a single person and a sole breadwinner, you may want to lean more towards 6 months worth of living expenses saved up in your emergency savings. If you're a dual income family, you may be able to get by with a little bit less saved up, because it is possible that if one person has a financial emergency, the other partner may still be able to work. But again, at the end of the day, it's a personal choice. But building up that rainy day fund is really important to having control of your finances. And just like your retirement account, those rainy day savings accounts should be left alone. It's not for your next vacation or your new summer wardrobe. Of course, you can start accounts for those things as well, as long as you have your emergency savings account in place. Number 2, know how to adjust your lifestyle. So it is possible that while you're building your emergency savings and before it's fully funded, you may face a financial emergency in the meantime. So what's important is to know where you could adjust your lifestyle before the emergency hits if need be. So something you can do here is make a comprehensive list of all of your expenses, and then go back and check mark the ones that could be cut back on. And let's be honest, most of us have a lot of expenses that we can cut back on. Manicures, pedicures, I know I'm guilty of that, coffee shop runs, vacations, less cable channels. Whatever it is, one of the most important things you can do is know how you will adjust your lifestyle if emergency does hit your family before it actually arises, because emergencies can be stressful times, and that's where stress and emotions run high. So it's good to have a plan before it hits. So have those difficult conversations with family members before then. And then finally, make sure that you have insurance. Now, insurance is one of those necessary evils of a financial plan, because most of us hate spending money on things that we may never use. But insurance policies are another safety net in case of financial emergencies. Now, many of us have our most basic insurance policies in place: auto, home or renters, and health insurance policies. And if you are to get into a car accident, you'll be thankful you have that auto insurance. If you get sick or need to be hospitalized, you'll be thankful for that health policy. If there's a fire in your home, you'll be happy to have homeowners insurance. However, many of us do not know the ins and outs of our policies. So a good idea is to give your insurance providers a call and ask them about your co-pays and your deductibles and the ins and outs of what your policies truly do have covered. It's a good thing to know and understand. Now, while many of us have those basic insurance policies in place, you may also want to consider other ways that you can protect your family with insurance, and those include disability insurance policies should you be unable to work, or life insurance in case of the unexpected death of a family member. And I am happy to help you understand whether you would make a good candidate for those types of policies and which types of policies are right for your type of financial situation. So that's it, warriors. Make it a great week, and I look forward to seeing you next Monday. Check out the website, www.financial-yogi.com, and you'll find all the blogs there, and you can practice your poses and have a few financial tips in your pocket as well. Have a great day, and see you soon.